everybody, a Kentucky man here. Today we got a real interesting mystery we're trying to solve. The other day my neighbor informed me that up the road in the creek there was a gravestone laying up almost in the creek. I said, well, that sounds kind of strange, why would there be a gravestone up there? I'm pretty familiar with the property. In fact, I lived on that property for probably 10 years of my life and I'd never seen no gravestone. So went up there to look for this thing. We didn't see nothing. So actually ended up a little kid in the neighborhood named Simon. He knew exactly where it was. So he took me and showed me the spot where he thought it was, and it had been covered with a bunch of silt from all the floods and the rains we've been having here the past month or so. And so we kind of left out of there, and we came back a couple days later, and we started prodding in the ground for this thing, and we found it. We went ahead and dug it up. We didn't do no film that day because it was just a crazy day with the weather, and we're down in some mud, and tombstones aren't exactly lightweight, so there was just no filming it. Anyway, me and my neighbor, we dig it up and we drug it out, and I'm about to show it to you right now. Well, here it is. It's actually half of a tombstone. The other half is missing. It is the tombstone for Eunice Casey, the wife of J.J. Casey. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little bit of research, see if we can't find out where this thing came from. I'm guessing what happened is, we're in Kenton County, Kentucky, and kids get bored on a Saturday night and run around and do stupid things. I'm guessing some vandals probably stole this out of some family cemetery plot somewhere. Hopefully we can find out where this thing goes and we can put it back in place, because it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what goes on in people's heads that they would steal this thing. It's heavy. It probably weighs over 100 pounds. It'd like to kill us getting it up the hill. It's made of granite, and it is just awful to lift up. So what we're going to do, we'll try to figure out who owns it, see if we can't get it back to where it goes, and we'll find out maybe there's some kind of police report on it, but I'm guessing some vandals for some dumb reason thought it would be cool to steal this thing and then ditch it out on the side of the road somewhere else. Absolutely insane what people do when they're bored. So I'm gonna go do a little bit of research on it, and we'll pick back up here in a few minutes and see if we can figure out what's going on with it. Here are a couple pictures that I took of where the gravestone actually was buried at. You can see we had probed and found that there was something solid in here. We began to dig it out, and that's what we found. Well, done a little bit of research here, and it isn't looking like really good news. I did find a memorial stone in a local abandoned cemetery in this county, and it has, on the stone, it has a listing of several different people, and Eunice Casey, 1842 to 1867, that's our Eunice. We also have John J. Casey, who's from 1837 to 1891. That is that's going to be Eunice's husband. Man, she was really young too. 1867 to 1842 to 1867. This woman was 25 years old, and I wonder how she died. And it's 1867. Usually when somebody dies that young, I've been in a lot of cemeteries, and usually that's going to be either a death from childbirth, or it could be a death from smallpox or something like that. Those are usually the most common denominators that I see in a death that of someone that's that young. So What concerns me though is with this memorial marker, it's actually sitting on a piece of county property, and there's a nice little open lot that the memorial's in, and what I'm guessing is that they've probably moved all the bodies from this cemetery and, you know, done something with them. You know, I won't say dispose, but, you know, a lot of times in these old cemeteries, they're not very well marked, so you don't know what body's what. And I'm guessing maybe they either all the bodies are still out there, but nobody knows where they're at, or they've actually removed all the bodies and put them wherever they put those, and replaced a marker stone out in place. So not really good news as far as getting this stone back to where it goes, because it looks like where it goes is probably not really a cemetery anymore. So, but we're going to go out and check it out. I did also find out some information, I believe it was from Carter County, Kentucky. There was a mention of different people that are on this memorial stone, and having originally come out of Carter County. And they mentioned that years ago there were 2 gravestones left in this cemetery, and apparently some vandals from Cincinnati had come down and just absolutely destroyed this cemetery. So we'll go out there and see what we find. But I'm guessing this is going to be, we're not going to be able to find where this actual tombstone goes in place. From there, I guess we'll contact the county, see if maybe a museum wants it or something like that. Try to contact the family, see if they would have some kind of interest in it. Really, this is kind of a bummer, because I was really hoping we could put this thing back in place. But I'm going to guess we're going to go out there, we're going to see this memorial stone, and this is just going to kind of go nowhere in the end. So kind of sad, but we keep our fingers crossed. Maybe it'll go the other way. So the mystery of Eunice Casey's tombstone has brought us out here to a wooded lot where, much to my surprise, there's a graveyard. They actually have a few graves back here in the woods. They have a memorial stone right here behind me, has Eunice Casey's name on it. I guess what we'll do, we're going to walk around in here and see what's in there, see if we can find her husband's grave. And then I guess we'll get a hold of the local police and you know, let them know what we're doing. And if we can find a spot where her gravestone was at, we'll bring it back and put it in here. I'm really glad I found this place, doing a little bit of research on it. And you know, it's really nice to put things back where they belong. So hopefully maybe this might bring some closure to the family or something like that. You know, let's go take a look around and see what we got in here. Here's the memorial stone. This is the Grizel family cemetery. You can see right there is Eunice's name. And right down below, John J. Casey, that was her husband. So we're gonna walk this trail back in and we're gonna take a look at the cemetery. I had no idea there was a cemetery back in here. I've lived in Kenton County most of my life. And I know this place very well. The YMCA is right over there. There are a few grave markers in here. Well, hello, Eunice. I think we've got a winner here. November 1867. This is going to be the other half of that tombstone. I am so happy we found this. I had no idea any of this was back here. We'll go ahead and walk around a little bit. John Casey, James Casey. This is their family cemetery. I believe this is also called the McCullough Cemetery as well. Yeah, I would have never knew this was back here. There's another Eunice. Is this the same one? This is another Eunice. This is Eunice Riggs. Another gravestone. I can't even make out the name on that. Back here to Eunice's grave. I don't see John's grave. I see a little tiny grave here. It's probably a baby's grave. All right. Well, I'm going to be so happy that I can bring this back here and put it in place again. Just something that feels good about putting things back where they belong. Well, I just got done talking to the Kenton County Police about this tombstone, and we're going to run over there and we're going to put it back in place, and we'll be done with this little mystery finally. So can't wait to lift that thing. Boy, it's heavy. So we'll see you over there. Well, we got Eunice's tombstone back in place. Glad that we got this done, because it was just awful. This thing was laying in some creek bed over 5 miles away from this place. I don't know why somebody would drag this thing out of here and just throw it away somewhere else. You know, you really want to think about something like this. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the person that pulls these things out of the ground and destroys them. I mean, this is all a family has to remember a loved one by. It's just wrong to do something like that. And you're not going to feel good about that. It may seem funny to you now, but you're just not going to feel good about yourself later on in life if you go around tearing things up like this. So do yourself a favor and be good. This is a Kentucky man. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, A Kentucky Man. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I put a new video up. And we will see you on the next time. Thanks.